Hi everyone, happy Vlogmas Day 5, happy Thursday, let's get ready for school. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I did post a couple of not get ready with me's, a couple of advent calendar Vlogmas videos, but I did not post any get ready with me's, because I didn't make any. I was literally wearing pajama pants, and I just didn't feel like getting ready, because I went to bed kind of late, the past couple nights. And then I had to wake up early yesterday. So I just didn't feel like making Get Ready With Me, so I didn't. But now I'm back again. And I swear I'm not going to be taking this many hiatuses. So, luckily I do remember what I was talking about. I was talking about The Masked Singer. So again, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the 12th season of The Masked Singer. But if you don't care, then obviously keep watching. So like I said, it was honestly quite a surprise to see that Drake Bell was in that season. And I'll give you a few reasons why. Well, one, a lot of people thought he wouldn't do the US version because I guess in 2023, for some reason I thought it was later ago, but in 2023 he did the Mexican version or the Spanish version. Is it the Mexican version? I think it is the Mexican version of The Masked Singer, which is called Quien es la Máscara. And he did it, and I think he got to the same place he did in this one. So a lot of people thought it wouldn't be him because he's already done a version of it. And obviously, if you do one version of the show, it doesn't mean that you can't do another one. Oh my god, I don't know why my lighting changed. Hold on. What the? Okay, hold on, you guys. Oh, that's worse. There? I guess? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I don't know why I look like this, but I promise that's not what I look like. Y'all know this. I don't know what's going on with my lighting right now. Give me a minute. That did absolutely nothing. Now it's just dark and Casper the Ghost. But it's okay. So just because you do one version of the show doesn't mean you can't do another. So that kind of reasoning just sounds weird. But obviously it wasn't true because it was obviously Drake Bell. But another issue that people thought about, well, I did, I don't know if anyone else did, was timing. So I found out that the show was filmed in a certain timeline in June, and I want to say it was the 8th to the 26th, but I don't recall entirely what the actual timeline but it was something like that. It was the 8th to the 26th, or something of that nature. And so, obviously, if you know of an artist or a celebrity that was doing something during that time, it feels really weird to be like, oh yeah, it's so-and-so, because you would think, when would they have had time to get away? Which is what I thought of when I thought of this, and I think I started mentioning this in the other video, but I can't recall, was Drake Bell was touring during those days. I would know because I saw him during, that kind of timeline. And so, I don't exactly know how that worked out. Also, I don't know exactly where they film. I don't know if they film in LA or not. Which would make sense. If they film in LA, it makes sense because I think there were a couple days that he, was in LA when he was, in Venice and, in California. But I don't know if they film there or if they film in Atlanta. Because I know a lot of things film in Atlanta. So, if anyone knows where The Masked Singer is filmed, let me know, because I would love to know. Because if it's filmed in Atlanta, I'm more confused. If it's filmed in LA, that actually makes a lot of sense how he could have done that in that timeline. So someone let us know. Anyway, also with being coming out in June, this was coming out in a really interesting time, as many know, obviously, because I've talked about it on my channel, and then you probably have heard about it prior. Quiet on Set came out in March, and that documentary was very heavy, very, And it was interesting because, you know, a lot of people were still having this conversation of whether or not, like, Drake Bell should be quote unquote forgiven, which is not a conversation that I'm going to get into today, because this is one of those coffee conversations where if I don't have coffee, I will not talk about it, because it is very much a conversation that needs to be had with coffee. But, you know, so people are in that kind of realm still during this time, and so I think maybe there was a little bit of apprehension of how his face would be perceived as being who was under the mask. Y'all, I just had a really awkward moment. So I thought I had to leave at 30. Like 7:30. I don't have to leave at 7:30. So I'm over here like, oh my god, I need to go, I need to hurry up, I need to hurry up. I don't have to leave at 7:30, I have to leave at 7:45, and it's 7:20. So I'm out here like, I have 10 minutes. I do not have 10 minutes. I have much more time than that. I'm not leaving here at 7:30. I don't know why I thought I did. Anyway, so like I was saying, there maybe was some apprehension. Okay, so I know, like, in the last video I was talking about the clue package. I swear, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the fact that I've seen Quiet on Set and know a good amount of his story. That clue package doesn't seem subtle, but it didn't feel very subtle. It felt like a lot more like, look at my life, I don't know, kind of thing. More so than some of the other clue packages felt. But maybe it's just because I don't know a lot of those celebrities all that well, as much as I know about, like, Drake Bell. So, I don't know. So, like I said, the clue package had a lot to do with Quiet on Set, which was honestly really sad, hearing this clue package, because there was a lot of, like, him saying that, like, when like, Quiet on Set first came out, like, he regretted doing it, and that, like, he was a mess when it came out, because he just, I guess, started thinking about, like, having his name and his story out there, like, in the headlines, and it freaked him out, or whatever. But, so, again, like I said, like, the clue package was really depressing. Normally, they're not that depressing, but, this one really was. And, I don't know. If anyone's seen The Masked Singer, I highly recommend watching it. It's a pretty good show. And I highly recommend watching Drake Bell's, like, part of the season. You don't really have to watch the whole season if you don't want to. Just watch Drake Bell's part. Or someone look up the clue package. You might have to, like, look it up on, like, Tubi or Disney Plus, because that's where the show is. But, because I don't think anyone posted that part on YouTube. But what is posted on YouTube, and y'all should totally check out if you guys want to, is the panel's responses to finding out that it was Drake Bell. Another, like, awkward thing that people were talking about. Now, I didn't think about this until someone mentioned it. Well, I think I did think about it, but I didn't fully think about it until someone mentioned it. So, I don't know how many people have seen Quiet on Set that, like, has watched watching my channel. Yeah, I don't know how many people have seen Quiet on Set that watch my videos, but one thing that people started mentioning, and I kind of thought about it, but I didn't entirely think about it, was the fact that one of the panelists in the show is Robin Thicke. Obviously he's kind of a controversial guy in himself. You know, the whole blurred line situation, and I'm pretty sure a lot more, but that's what I know his controversy is main for, I think. Sorry, I feel like I got, like, an eyelash about it. Anyway. But his father, who is since now dead, so I don't really know how much you can really do about it, because his dad's dead, I guess. His father was Alan Thicke. And obviously that name might not mean something to a lot of people, but, he actually wrote a letter in support of, I've been calling him He Who Shall Not Be Named because I'm not saying his name on this channel. Maybe I will one day, but I probably won't because I just feel like it's not necessary to say his name, but basically, He Who Shall Not Be Named or Drake Bell's abuser. That's who. That's He Who Shall Not Be Named. I'm not saying his name here. So Robin's father wrote a letter for, like I said, for Drake Bell's abuser. And a lot of people were thinking about that and were like, oh, that's kind of awkward. And I'm like, oh, that is kind of awkward. And I highly doubt that I'm not gonna say I highly doubt. I'm just gonna say I hope. I hope the connections weren't made. I hope the connections weren't made. Like, what I mean is, like, obviously Robin shares the same name as his father. And stuff. But it's very possible that, like, even if you hear a name, you're not gonna be able to connect where you know that name from. So even though we didn't forget, it's very possible that maybe he did, or at least maybe just didn't realize it in the moment, because I feel like that would have been a really weird, not because Robin represents his father, but I think it would be awkward on both ends, because I don't know if Robin would know. Well, I'm sure he probably found out somehow, because even though his dad's dead, it was in the tabloids. Like, it was in TMZ, it was in a bunch of different other news headlines and articles. And, I mean, it would be a bad friend, but I could imagine someone or, like, a person being like, hey, look at what your dad's in, or something like that. Like, sending, like, a text or something to someone and being like, look at this. And, I mean, obviously, that's not a good tactic. I don't recommend that. But that doesn't mean that wouldn't happen. And so, like I was saying, like, I don't know if he would make the connection himself, or if anyone would make the connection, which is what some people were saying. Like, it might have been awkward, but I'm like, well, it wouldn't have been awkward if there was no connection made. Because if it's just some random guy, then obviously it's just some random guy. But if there was a connection that was made, like, oh, wait, I know you because you're this kid and blah, 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 that's when it starts getting awkward and weird. Is, like, if Drake connected Robin to his dad, Alan, to Robin's dad, Alan, or if, or if Robin connected, or if, like, Robin connected Drake to the situation or something like that. But that doesn't mean that had to have happened. So I'm saying, like, it didn't have to necessarily be an awkward situation, because if nothing like that happened, then we're fine. So, oh, come on. Give me a minute, you guys. Sorry, my hands are, like, sweating because it's, like, really warm in here, and I'm, like, dropping things. Anyway, so, like I was saying, it didn't have to be awkward if there was no connection made, which there may not have been. Like, I think it had been long enough to where there may have been the potentiality that maybe there was no connection made between the two, and in which case it could just be a happy, fun-free moment. Which is what it feels like. Okay, I love how Somehow started playing right now. Anyway, which is what it kind of felt like it was for Drake, is that, like, the panel was so happy, and everyone was very supportive, which, honestly, I felt like could have potentially been really therapeutic or cathartic. I'm not gonna say what he was feeling, because obviously I don't know, but I'm saying, like, if that was me and I was in that situation, hearing that much support, especially from someone in the same industry as me, would feel very, like, cathartic and therapeutic and be, like, very refreshing. Which, if you guys watch the panel's reaction, it's a very sweet reaction, because, like, there's a lot of people out there just saying, like, you're so brave and courageous. And also, if anyone remembers where Nick Cannon was from on Nickelodeon, let me know, because I actually have to look that up, because one of the things that Nick Cannon says, which if people don't know already, Nick Cannon's the host of The Masked Singer. I feel like I have to preface that, because some people might just be like, why the heck is she talking about Nick Cannon all of a sudden? But no, he's the host of The Masked Singer. He, like, he said something like, it's like Nickelodeon family, and so I actually don't know where Nick Cannon's from, so let me know if anyone does know. I'll probably look it up and get back to you guys tomorrow, but I just don't recall where he's from, so, yeah, let me know if anyone knows, but I can totally figure it out on my own. I'm just gonna probably look it up, but I'll continue talking about this tomorrow. Obviously, I wish this could go on just a little bit longer, but I don't have eye makeup to do right now because I still have that stupid sty, so we're doing face makeup for now, and then dropping our phones, as you can see, you guys. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Just gonna hold it for another second while I finish blending this in, and then I will see you guys in a minute. So yeah, I will continue talking about this tomorrow because I do have more to talk about, like the panel and stuff. And then we'll get back into Nonstop Flight, and yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. But I'm not finishing the video, I'm just blending this out, and then I'm gonna... First setting spray. Okay, second setting spray. Okay, y'all already know the drill. I'm gonna do lips off camera, because I don't think y'all want to see that. Okay, this is the final look, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. Jesus loves you. I love you, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.